Cancer, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for mid-November. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. How are y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. Let's get into this. What's the overall general energy for the rest of November for you all, Cancer? Ooh, there you are. Chariot. You're going somewhere. This is one of my favorite Chariot cards because you have all of these beautiful purple, red, and yellow hues indicating action. Action in the movie set. He is taking command of this chariot, and to his, what is that? To his, we'll say, that's to his left, but you know, it doesn't really matter because everything's reversed here for you. But to his side, there is a body of water and it's calm. This indicates he is using his intuition and he's going on a journey. And you can tell that he's swiftly moving by the wind through the horse's hair and the action here below the hooves. He has lights adorning his carriage, meaning his spirit is showing him the way. So, Cancer, you are headed in a new direction quite quickly. There's a lot of forward momentum. This also, with the coloring, indicates a glow up in your confidence. You're taking charge and you are moving on. I'm getting that. I just heard moving on, moving forward. That's the energy for the rest of the month for you. I love that. You're in your energy. Opportunity, Page of Swords. Oh, but stay humble. She's being lifted off with new ideas. They're taking flight. And she is feeling lighter and lighter as she crosses from one divide to another in this idea. It's like this is when we flesh out our ideas and we actually do something about them. It's not just an idea in our heads. We're actually going to make them manifest. So I believe you have an opportunity to learn something on this new journey that you're going on. Let's go into the challenge. Ooh, it's Christmas. No, this is the giving and receiving of energy. And it's balanced. It's equal energy. So there's some sort of challenge around the giving and receiving of energy in a situation. And this could be you studying the situation more carefully. I'm getting that you're making plans. And it could be with a certain person, someone who could potentially be younger than you. And you're wanting to make sure that the energy you're putting in is going to be equally received by you. Immediate future, Two of Swords. All right. This is indicative of you needing to make some sort of choice and you're having a difficult time. She's got the air signs crossing here on her elbow, signaling a lot of different thoughts going on. They're crossing each other. And also the crossroads that she's at. She's being pulled by these two crow, symbolizing one direction is pulling her towards her thoughts, one direction is pulling her towards her emotions. She's trying to divine the way forward. You could be, in the immediate future, you're on this chariot, right? You're going in a direction, but you may be coming up to a fork in the road. And you're like, which way do I go, Spirit? And you're trying to study the situation. All you know is that if you've had challenging situations in your past around this path you've been on, Spirit is leading you down a different path. I'm telling you, this is such a crazy theme for the mid-Novembers, for the whole zodiac. And I think it has to do with this Viva la Revolution. It's like Aquarius, right? I was listening this morning before coming into this, that the last time we had Pluto in Aquarius, which is making this shift in a few days, y'all. It was the time of the French Revolution, the American Revolution, right? The 1770s. And here we are around this 20-year period that we're just about to march into. And I feel like everybody's going on a unexpected route. It could even be an unexpected timeline for the collective. Now, we're not going to go down that kind of reading today because that's a collective reading, but it is influencing every individual zodiac uniquely. So you are poised this month, Cancer, to be moving forward in a new direction, but coming to a fork in the road and having to make a critical decision and studying and navigating the situation. You're like, you're reading the wind. You're like, you probably are calling on your guides. This feels like a big major life decision for some of you. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Interesting. There is movement, okay? You're going to feel really good about this movement. Some of you are opening up your hearts to a new individual. Others of you are feeling the love flowing again within you. He is manifesting love here with his finger on the sound bowl. He's creating the beauty, right? The melody of love through his own heart chakra. He's channeling that love into the sound of music. And there's a lot of victory to be had in what you don't see coming here. We're going to clarify all these energies, but I'm getting that you are moving away from choppier waters, and what you are headed toward, potentially with this decision, you want to head towards expansion, heart, emotional expansion, right? And also some of you are going to love whatever is coming in because it's a promotion, it's an increase in confidence, it's stepping into the limelight, being seen and recognized. 2 sixes. I love sixes because it's a balanced energy. You know, it's 3 plus 3. Let's keep going. It feels as though if you've had a difficult time emotionally, things are going to be settling down soon. But there is a crucial decision we're going to take a look at here. Let's see why that's here. But before we go any deeper, I have to turn, y'all. It's a little cooler here in New England, and I make sure I'm nice and toasty. I'm sitting on a heat pad. I'm in the hot seat. But then, this is a southern slang, but my britches are burning. Gotta bring that southern flair, even though I live in New England. So if you hear me sounding like a southerner, it's because I grew up there. But not my whole life. I was a military kid. All right, now let's go into this major arcana with the Chariot. Oh wait, oh interesting. I'm not doing that first. I'm doing the oracle guidance, but I went right towards the Chariot. So I kind of feel like I want to know, where are you going? Where are you going, Cancer? What are you summoning your free will to head in a direction? Make miracles. Okay. Ooh. You're definitely going. Some of you are traveling. You're going on a journey because now you're getting some sort of wish granted. Some sort of wish granted. Release and renew, which you're doing here with that 6 of Swords. All right, this is all coming together here. Whatever you are, you're releasing and stepping into a new timeline here. Dreaming and imagining, bring your powerful vision into reality. Wow. It's like you're summoning some really beautiful magical energy here, Cancer. The second half of November. In addition to that, wish granted came after the Dreamweaver. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it is what you need. Okay? This feels like an unexpected wish. And it's for your highest good. They want me to read the Make Miracles. Stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. Yeah, a lot of people are getting this release and renew. Letting go of the previous experiences. For a lot of us, it's the last 20 years. Because Pluto was the power of transformation, rebirth, regeneration. And it's affecting the entire collective. And Cancer, I think that what you're doing is you're shedding old skin around your emotions. And the struggle that you've had to feel like you've been in equal, emotional, reciprocal situations. And learning on the path, the things that block you. Removing some sort of emotional block to let a higher vibration of love in. And it's almost as though if you've had a hard time letting it in. You know, a lot of us are really good at giving out love, but it's hard to let it in. So let's see. Let's see, Cancer. Now we're going to clarify it with the tarot, but you are weaving new dreams. You're going to get your wish, but maybe it's not what you thought it would be. As you release the old. Gosh, this is happening to everybody right now. It's because of this Plutonian shift. Let's see, the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here, Spirit? Why is the Chariot here for Cancer? Embodying your own energy. Ooh, we have the Emperor come out. And it wanted to be upright. It was kind of skewed. But it's like, all right, I'm powerful. I know how to create my own reality. Maybe it's almost like you might have had a little bit of spiritual amnesia. And then now it's like back in the seat. Back in the hot seat. I love the Emperor because he is shielded by illusion, delusion. He's empowered. He knows how to lead. He makes wise choices for the greater good. So this direction you're headed in, it's empowering you this month. Whatever plans you're making, whatever you're you're analyzing some new path. And you're starting to, like this Chariot's moving. It's not just you're idling. This Chariot feels like it's moving in a powerful direction. Ooh, Queen of Swords. The Death. Wow. And the King of Pentacles. Whoa. A lot of court cards. You might have some people in this Chariot with you. You get some, yeah, you've got, if they're not people, they're energies. Energies of empowerment. Energies of, I know my boundaries. I know where they are now, right? Sometimes if we're not aware of that part of ourselves, it takes multiple experiences in our lifetime to cultivate that. It's almost like when you see these movies and there's like an invisible barrier, you may have been prone to not recognizing that you were impermeable. So now it's like you are aware of where the bubble is around you. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I got this visual of the bubble around you. At any rate, beyond this empowerment and these boundaries, you're also after. I mean, when I see the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, especially the Chariot, like you got some ambition. Chariot is guiding you towards an ambitious direction. And the ambition aspect of you is going through a complete rebirth right now. This is you settling into your powers of manifestation and knowing that you have what it takes to create whatever it is that you want. And I believe that this dream weaving and this miracle mindset that you have is around letting go of a part of yourself that was blocking it. And that's what this immediate future is. I feel as though this energy has been here, but sometimes we fall prey to the other more self-critical parts of ourselves instead of that higher self. You're sitting in, because higher self is the end all be all. I mean, look at the ascended masters were in their higher self and they could perform miracles. So the more you embody your true self, the more wealth you're going to feel in your energetic frequency. I feel that wealth is measured, this is my own personal philosophy, adopt it if you want. Yes, we need economic stability in our world, but true wealth is measured for me by how peaceful, calm, happy, and content we are on the inside, because no amount of money is going to give you that. It's self-derived, right? It's the gift of the self and the inner work. And you're showing me that you have all of the tools, right, in your Chariot to handle whatever life throws at you, Cancer, and namely your own divine masculine, which is when we go out in the world and we conquer, right? This is, my parents and I watched Napoleon the other night, and he was bold, right? I mean, he was responsible for a lot of deaths and war. That's a whole nother story. But when you think of that, I am large and in charge and I can command people who will align with my vision, with what I'm trying to create. I see a lot of you are stepping into the role of business owner, entrepreneur, and making these decisions and going through this really beautiful transformation in self. And what I see here is as you reach these higher, we'll say, higher realms of stability and personal security and personal responsibility around your own manifestations, I see you softening. But there's a lot of masculine energy here. We have three kings. These three kings, which is emblematic of you being a powerful energy. The second half of November of sharing your energy out in the world around your purpose. Let's keep going. I got all that from that. Okay, let's keep going. What is this Page of Swords energy? Learning, growing on the path. Three of Wands. Whoa, You're being divinely led and guided. Holy smokes. A lot of you are on a journey. If it's not a literal journey, like you're going on this, spiritual journey, then if it's not a physical journey, this is a deeply spiritual journey where you're going into different realms. You are experiencing divine power. This Plutonian energy is very hitting you in a very powerful way. I don't know enough about astrology. Some of you astrologers can chime in on the comments around this Plutonian shift, but your power, your seat of power is being personally activated at this time with this Plutonian shift into Aquarius. Wow, this is massive. Massive. You're like, I am a sovereign being. I am going to finally allow these ideas to take root. I'm going to start that book. I'm going to start that class. I'm going to start that workshop. I'm going to create. I'm going to create that service. I'm going to create that product. I'm going to expand. I'm going to vlog. I'm going to do the content. It's like, this is you seeing your vision and doing whatever is required of you to honor it and to actualize it. This high priestess is like, pa-ching. It's like your higher self is leading you down a path that is your destiny with what you came here to embody. Not only the energy frequency, but actually what you wanted to build. This is truly like building an empire and having all of the resources at your fingertips to do it. This is fascinating, Cancer. Fascinating. Your career sector is really being lit up. And if it's not career, this is your personal power. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a little fear in the room that just entered. What is this fear doing here? We were all good. Do you have one of those? Okay, so we have all of this yumminess going on inside the chariot, right? We've got all of this masculine energy and the boundaries. And then all of a sudden, you got that thief who just jumped onto the chariot. And what is this thief called? It's called doubt. Because there's a little bit of time gap between you being in this chariot and where its final destination is. And that's the gap, right? What we call it in the Abraham world. Things are in vibrational escrow. And it's up to us to stay in that vibration of allowance and receiving. Because if we don't, what are we going to do? We're going to create more distance between us and what we're trying to manifest. But this Seven of Swords is you looking at the way you can get fearful when you are required to wait. Okay? But you know what? Your remedy here, your superpower is her. Your superpower is, you know what? You've done enough growth. You've done enough divination work on your own to access this full moon is going to be pretty powerful for you, which is tomorrow. I'm reading on Thursday, the 14th. Actualize this full moon by shedding some of these fears, Cancer. You've done enough learning. You know. It's like, even though you have doubt creeping in, you know something big's on the horizon and you're heading straight for it, my friends. Straight for it. You're like, well, if I give to this, if I really set my plot my course here, if I really decide that's the destination, is it going to succeed? Hell yeah, it's going to succeed. You just need to just enjoy the journey. There's something about you stepping into your divine masculinity here, male or female. This is your true empowerment, how it's showing up outside of you in the world. And the worry and fear and the doubt that can sometimes plague us when we're creating new dreams and wondering, well, is it going to get back to me in the way I hope? This is sideways, Nine of Pentacles, no wonder. Some of you are having that hiccup around you knowing that you can create your own level of success to actually stand on your own, free and independent. She's holding a falcon. You can't see it in this. Is she? She should be. The Nine of Pentacles in traditional Rider-Waite. What is she holding there? I don't think you can see it. But in the traditional Nine of Pentacles, she is holding, I think she just has her hand open to receive in this rendition. This is the Astro Matrix. But she is wearing finer things, right? This was sideways. So keep giving to the parts of yourself that need the nurturing, the reassurance, right? That you're going to be okay. Yeah. You've been in hermit mode for a while. You've been really giving to your own inner. Well, I see the high priestess and the hermit. This is you coming into spiritual union. And when we do that, we kind of blast out any of those residual bubbles of fear. You have these bubbles of fear that can kind of plague you, Cancer, around your own personal ambition. But you've done the inner work. And it's almost like you know, but it's hard to actually put that into practice because knowledge is one thing, but wisdom is another. Right? It's our knowledge that turns to wisdom when we apply it practically out in the world. And that's what you're showing me. You're like, I know, but it's so much harder. It's easier in theory, right? Than putting it into practice. Yeah. Yeah. Your challenge is investing in self and believing in yourself. And knowing that you can stand strong on your own without anyone. It's that whole self-made man, self-made woman, right? I don't need, anyone's help, but it sure would be nice to have people along for the ride, right? You're proving to yourself, not only are you worthy, because you know that already, it's that you can and you will. Don't give up on yourself and your dreams. You've got a new opportunity to invest in a very profound, deep way in knowing yourself so well that any shadows of doubt that can plague us in our lives, it's like you just blast right through it. Your chariot energy is literally blasting through with the help of your own inner masculine spiritual energy and your own feminine spiritual energy. It's like the more you focus on going deep into your spiritual core and you let your higher self speak the loudest, the easier it is to not only see the fear when it's coming, when it's like jumping on the back of your chariot, and you're like, oh, hell no. I'm just going to just start steering the shit out of this chariot. Sorry for my language. You know what I mean? It's like, if you got some of you may have dodgy energies. It's not even applying to self. People that you couldn't trust, right? Deception. And you're putting more distance between you and any type of those energies that have plagued you, whether it was in family, friendship circles, or lovers. And you're able to shine a light on that part of your life that allowed it because of the boundaries here. Some of you have men in your life, you're saying, oop, pushing them off. Father figures, bosses that are, bullies. You could be, I feel like this is mostly directed towards you and you, but you could have people around you that you're like, You could be moving away from any type of toxic masculinity in your life. Okay. Now, let's go into the Two of Swords. There it is again. The Six of Wands. It's like if you only knew, Cancer, that you're going to actually have the acclaim and the applause that you know is a part of your destiny, would you do it differently? Would you trust in your path more? Would you, don't we all wish that if you knew without a shadow of a doubt that you would arrive to what you seek? But that spoils the fun. Spoils the fun. I think you're starting to remove the blocks within you that you doubt your success. You doubt your ability to create your own success. Oh my God, you're going through this powerful rebirth. There's a major arcana, Judgment, Six of Wands, over the Two of Swords in the immediate future. You're blasting through whatever blockages you've had around your own empowerment and around your own ability to create success in your life. Come on now, I know this one more. Ooh, okay, now I see. This is why. You have overcome what looks like toxic attachment. But you're the thing that happens when we go through toxic attachment experiences, which we all do on our path, it's called our karma. If you're alive, you've had some, it can create this false narrative, this deceptive energy around you trusting in yourself, trusting in your decisions. You're like, well, this person deceived me. I can't trust my decisions because I don't know their motives. So you're removing the blindfold and you're overcoming the web of confusion that toxic attachment can create in your life. And the more you go into this deep, deep inner journey in your spiritual truth, the more you can spot these coming from a mile away. It's like I had in my life someone who had narcissistic behavior, and the people around me who grew up with like narcissistic family members, they could tell me without a doubt, but I wouldn't listen. Like, oh, you don't know this person the way I do. And a lot of them didn't even tell me until after things shifted with that person and I was pulling away and really removed the blindfold. And then I'm like, how did you know when I didn't? I said, well, we've had this energy in our lives before. And so some of you could have these energies that you've dealt with or recently dealt with. Either this could be somebody you're helping too, who's dealing with some toxic masculinity or deceptive people. And you can see it from a mile away, but they can't. Whatever is the illusion here, you're rising above it and you're going through a powerful rebirth where you're no longer falling prey to Fantasyville, Fantasyland, or any type of illusion. And also, beyond that timeline, I think that applies to some of you because it's a great teacher. This is the illusion that you have over what you feel that you can't create or you can't achieve because you can. I think there's a shift going on in your awareness this month particularly, especially around you taking a stand against the devil on your shoulder, which is called doubt and fear and insecurity. And that could be something that is because of the people around you and they're triggering that, or you truly have these people around you and spirit is trying to give you those signs and, messages that you need to push past this. You need to take control of your own life and not put up with anything toxic. And what you don't see coming here, this rebirth and coming out of this period of, some of you, it's spiritual amnesia, where you went down a road and you're like, oh, I don't belong here. What am I doing here? I don't want to be here. And just you literally wake up one day and you're like, everything changes. Some of you are like moving, literally moving. We have the card of movement, travel. Where you're traveling though, we have three cards of movement here between the overall energy, the opportunity, and what you don't see coming. So I see that whatever you're moving away from, you're going to feel so much better because what you're moving away from is leading you toward the Six of Wands and the King of Cups. And some of you are moving away from, what's interesting is you're showing up in this Queen of Swords energy, right? Male or female, I'm getting a strong, or you're showing up in this Emperor. It's so hard when you've got tricky court cards because you either have people in your cart with you that you're taking, friends, family, or you've got people who want to come along for the ride and you're like, you don't belong here. I feel that you're going to be the most successful with this, loving self more than allowing other people into your life that only create toxicity, unhealthy attachment. They signal in you a feeling of helplessness. And this is you truly, Cancer, taking back control. And as hard as it is, your own inner being is screaming at you to take care of yourself above everything else because it's time to release whatever it is that's been holding you back, whether it's a limiting belief or an actual person or people. This could be some of you breaking free from a family dynamic and their expectations of you and you deciding, I'm going to live my own life. Damn it. I'm going to go move to that state or to that country. Others of you, this is you taking control in your career and banning out any of those. Gosh, the devil it's insidious. It's a poison in the brain and it's a poison in the body. It's all the fears and doubts when we start operating from that place. And you are literally saying, I will not let fear rule the day. I will not let fear speak louder than the victory in my sovereignty, in my own self-love and self-care. And because I see this, I'm seeing this continuance of this stepping into your power and this masculine energy, whether you're a male or female. And it's so empowering. I feel like you're turning your back on something and you're going to get this sweet, sublime taste of empowerment. And it's going to lead you in a new direction. This block is around you and your rebirth and actually rising. It's like out of the flames, right, of this fire that's burning within you. It's your fire for personal ambition, personal success, and not letting anything deter you from that anymore, whether it's other people or your limited beliefs. Like I said, I'm going to get a few empowering manifestation cards. We have new truth. I am open to receiving new inspiration, which you have here with that Page of Swords. You could be protecting an idea. This is whatever you're working on. This could be you realizing that this new idea is so successful, and all these decisions that have to be made around it. You could be coming out of not realizing how powerful this idea is, and you protecting it from other people and getting their hands on it. Some of you have a new project under wraps, and you're trying to keep it like, woo, don't let other people know. We have release distractions. I free my energy to focus on what matters most. And then higher wisdom. I am. Yeah. You have a new truth. And I think that you're going to work. Whatever you're working on, you're getting it done. This feels very focused on dream manifestation and going on a new journey as you release the past and you step into a bold, new, empowered energy, Cancer. It's like you're done with toxic attachment. You're done with people standing in your way of your success. You're putting yourself first. And you're cutting out people. Some of you are cutting out lots of people at this time. You go, you go, you go. It's what it feels like with this Queen of Swords and the Death. With all of these toxic, it could be toxic masculine energies around you. These are no more. I'm hearing some of you have brothers, exes, father figures, bosses. And if you're not putting, if they're not on the chopping block, you're definitely distancing yourself. You're basically moving away from anything that you cannot trust, and you're being led and guided to do it. All right, Sacred Forest. Let's get a Sacred Forest Oracle message for you, Cancer, to finish off this reading. You got a lot going on now. That's all I know. Wolf Spirit, family. Ooh, some of you are transcending family situations where things are cold. But there's this loyalty. Interesting. Let's see what this Wolf Spirit has to say. Maybe you've been loyal to people. Ooh, okay. Well, this is good. Maybe this is about the family that is helping you. You may have... Interesting. Well, this is a twist. Maybe you have family that's coming into helping you. It's hard to read, though, with the Chariot and the Death, because that, to me, is letting something end and cutting away. But you could, like I said, you could have people in this Chariot with you that are helping you. Your family has your back. For some people, their family are those related by blood, while for others, their friends are their true family. Many might find that it is their connection to those in spirit who are indeed their true family. Whoever and wherever your family, right now they are supporting you. You are safe. You can safely communicate your truth with family members. This is the time to be willing to communicate from the depth of your being. Be willing to stand, talk, and address others from the center of your being. This heals. Many people have misconceptions and false stereotypes about wolves. They don't understand that wolves are highly social and loyal. Family means everything to a wolf. Each pack member has a place in the social strata of the clan. Wolves also are excellent communicators. They use their voice in various configurations. They also use their expressions to convey meaning to other pack members. They are highly protective of the other members of their pack, yet they enjoy playing even into adulthood. The spirit of the wolf says support is all around you, even if you're not aware of it. Release the belief that you have to do it alone. You don't. This is the time to heal any rifts in your family. Give encouragement to those in your soul tribe, your family, and your community. Allow yourself to be supported. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of court cards in this. I mean, we have 3 masculine energies, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And then we have you. Or someone you know with the Queen of Pentacles. I think that was the only other court card. Yeah. All right. And then the other one we have Pegasus, transcending. Transcending. Just going to read because this was underneath the wolf spirit. You're on a pilgrimage of the soul, which you are. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over, maybe your chariot flies. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. All right. There's something around you having a lot of soul protection at this time. Interesting. And Pegasus in Greek mythology activates and befriends the 9 muses who inspire creativity, liberal arts, music, science, poetry, and visual arts. Hence, Pegasus is symbolic of creativity. The message here is to focus on the incredible creativity, vitality, and spiritual awakening within you. You know, it's interesting. It's like you're rising above this earthly realm where there's been a lot of conflict and strife and unhealthy energy. And it could be, for a lot of you, your family dynamics. And you are now trying to focus less on that and more on and gaining the support of your real like soul tribe, whoever that is, blood or otherwise, and leaning into your creativity with that Page of Swords. You're definitely putting energy into a new idea that's got a lot of potential for success. I would not lean too much on the people around you that you know you can't trust with it, or who will take advantage of whatever you're trying to create and mess with that manifestation. You've learned a lot about boundaries and loyalties. This is very interesting, Cancer. A lot of you have very complicated family situations going on at this time. And you needing to really, really lean into your soul knowing with this, High Priestess Hermit. There's a lot of integration work you're doing of self as it relates to the friction that you've been encountering with other people in your life, whether they're blood or not. These are the people we choose to learn from and grow from. And you are walking away from something that has been deeply unhealthy, and you were choosing you, and you were moving on. Ultimately, that's what I see here. Okay, I hope this helped. Take care, Cancer.